What did you think touching was when you were young? Was touching when two or more objects coming together and having no space in between them? If so, I am very sad to tell you that your whole childhood was a lie. Wait, but if touching isn't when two or more objects coming together and having no space in between them, how do we feel things, cut things, and press things? To understand this, you have to first know how magnets work. You know, the south and the north? Should we get more basic? How about we change the south and the north to negative and positive? When negatively charged atoms, or magnets in this case, meets or interacts with a negatively charged magnet, they will push each other away, and same goes for the positive. However, when a negatively charged magnets meet a positively charged magnet, they pull themselves together. This applies to all negative and positive charges. Think of it like this. You and your mother is a positive charge, and your girlfriend is a negative charge. When you go to a dinner party, you will try to stay away from your mother, but get pulled to your girlfriend without knowing. Do you get it now? Now that we understand that charges push against the same kind and pull against the opposite, let's move on to how this relates to touching. To touch, you have to have an object or a matter. All matters are made out of molecules, and molecules are made out of atoms, and atoms are constructed out of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Protons are positively charged, and neutrons aren't charged, and electrons are negatively charged. Protons and neutrons are in the center, creating a nucleus with electrons orbiting the outer shells. All atoms have the same format but different numbers of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Going back, we confirmed that all objects are made out of atoms, which means that every object is surrounded by shells of electrons. And what happens when the same charges meet? They push against each other. So atoms will never have no space in between them. This gets us to thinking about how large the space is in between the two atoms. According to Linus Pauling, the radius of the electron has not been determined exactly, but is known to be less than 1 times 10 to the power of negative 13 centimeters. This means that the size of an electron is about 1/1000th the size of a proton. However, even scientists are annoyed by this because electrons and protons are so small that even modern technology hasn't been able to answer this mysterious question. People still question what touching actually is, and what if we ever touch things? It's true that atoms will never have no space in between them when we try to touch things, but space in between is so microscopic that it can be considered as nothing. So, are we actually touching? No, because there is space in between the atoms, but yes, because the space is too microscopic to be measured.